of him that for the pleasure we are all well created.
In Jesus' name. Our dear and everlasting Father, we praise the holy name, Lord, for this beautiful morning. We say, be thou exalted in the mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ. We commit this program to your hands, Lord. From the beginning to the end, come and take absolute control in Jesus' name. Ability to be the hearer and the doer of the work shown unto us in Jesus' name. At the end of everything, we shall be blessed in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name we pray.
Thank you very much, sir. The next on the agenda is the national anthem. One, stand right, face front. One, go.
Nigeria's all obey to serve with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation born in freedom, peace and unity.
School anthem.
Motivation, let us hear you, let us hear you, let us hear you. Motivation, let us hear you do it very well. Do your very best. Do your very best. Motivation, let us hear you. Let us hear you do it very well. Arise, shine. For the light is come. Arise, shine. For the light is come. And the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. And the glory of the Lord is written upon you. Motivation, comprehensive high school. Motivation, comprehensive high school. Arise and shine, for the Lord is good to you.
Motivation Comprehensive High School.
Beautiful future challenges.
I can't hear you. Motivation Comprehensive High School.
Beautiful future challenges.
Let's all have our seat first. Attention. Just say happy. Thank you. On a note, I'm supposed to introduce them all, isn't it?
Yes.
But we are going to introduce someone. As students, are we here?
Yes.
Raise your hand. The lawyers and let me not call you liars. The lawyers and officers, are we here? You know, in our midst, we also have a lawyer. A liar. Not a liar. I never said a liar. I said what? A liar. Again? A liar. In the person of breathe in, out. Breathe in. When I call the person, you see. When you see, Jehovah Nika, hey, that's sorry. Okay. So in person of Barrister Olumide Omoshe, hey, Omoshe, so sorry, sir. There's a round of applause for you.
Wow, this is awesome. Motivation. This is motivation in action. Thank you very much. I want to also appreciate the volunteers of the awareness against domestic violence. And if you can put your hands together for those that came along with me. They are all around the hall. Then lastly, I want you to put your hands together for yourself. Because without you, there is no school. Without you, there will be no school. You are not here. My name is Olumide Kayode Omoshede. I'm a lawyer from those State, Akure. And I run a foundation called the No. Okay, put your hands together for us. It's very easy to start. Now, domestic violence and abuse simply means violence that happens where you live. For example, if we all live in this compound, domestic violence is what happens in the place where we live or where we are familiar with. Do you understand what I'm saying? For who has seen father, mommy, and daddy fighting before? Or no, it doesn't have to be your own. Maybe you've seen it in a movie, husband and wife fighting, father and son fighting, mother and daughter fighting. You've seen that before? It is called domestic violence and abuse. Okay, so we have a very short presentation for you. If you please just put down your bags and books and concentrate, you would understand exactly what we are talking about. So, icebreaker.
You're going, you didn't even tell me you're going. My dear, there's nothing at home. There is nothing at home.
What do you mean there's nothing at home?
Yes, the food has been finished now. And I've been using my money.
I gave you money 2 weeks ago.
I've been using my money. The money is not enough, Papa Junior. Yes. Papa Junior. No money. Papa Junior. Papa Junior, this trouble you are calling, you started again. You are not going anywhere.
Put your hands together.
Good morning, students. Now, who can remind us the topic of last week? Talita. Part of this. That's right, clap for her. Now, I want somebody to tell us of now. What is it now? Junior is not in the class. He's not there at all. Junior, stand up and tell us what is going on. Oh no, you don't know anything. Instead of to stay back in the village and be helping your mother to you are here wasting your parents' money. What are you doing in the school? Go back to the village and the family. Be sorry for yourself. Sit down here. Who can tell us the meaning of it now? Go ahead. Clap for him.
Thank you very much. What did we just see? Can someone just tell me briefly? I will walk up to you and give you the mic. What did we just see?
We said
See. What did you see?
domestic violence.
Between.
Father.
Thank you very much. Please, how many of you have this pamphlet? Can you raise it up? Thank you. Now, I want to explain in very simple terms. I think there's something to be done to the microphone. The definition of domestic violence, I think if you can turn down the bass a little. Please, can you turn down the bass a little and increase the treble? The simple definition of domestic violence is any pattern of behavior used by anyone to maintain control over another. The essence of domestic violence and abuse is one person trying to control another. How do you control someone? It is what I want that you will do. So if you don't do what I want, I don't mind having to beat you so that you will do what I want. The essence of domestic violence and abuse is control. Somebody wants to control any or the other person. Now, the funny thing about domestic violence and abuse is that people think it is between married people. That you must be married to qualify as domestic violence and abuse. But no, you don't have to be married to suffer domestic violence and abuse. In fact, the primary victims of domestic violence and abuse are the children. If you can imagine the trauma, waking up in the morning, seeing your uncle fighting with your auntie, or your
brother fighting with the person downstairs, or mommy and daddy fighting in the morning. The children are always the ones that suffer the trauma. Now, there are 6 kinds of abuse. 6 kinds of abuse that I would explain to you that we suffer every day. The first is emotional abuse. It is written there in your pamphlet. You don't have to write it down. It is already in the pamphlet that we gave to you. Or if you want to jot. The first is emotional abuse. The first is what?
Emotional abuse.
From the word emotional, it tells you that that abuse has to do with the words that you say to people. Emotional abuse is undermining a person's sense of self-worth, of self-confidence. How do you do that? By telling the person he doesn't know anything. You are not good, you are daft, you are dumb, you are an olodo, you are ugly, you are fat, you have a body odor, your teeth smells. You don't know how to do anything. That is emotional abuse. Words that we say to people, words that are being said to us that causes us emotional turmoil. You know, they say some things to you and your eyes begin to bring out water. How you always fail, how you are not good enough. Those words are emotional abuse. They call you names, insult you, an idiot, stupid, look at that, looks like a frog, short. It is called what? Emotional abuse. The second abuse is psychological abuse. Can you repeat after me? Psychological abuse. Psychological abuse. Psychological is got from the word psycho. Have you seen a psycho before? How many people have seen a psycho before? Okay, have you seen a madman before? When you see a madman in front of you, what do? You run. Why? He didn't do anything, he was just walking down. Why do you run? Okay, so if I take off my shirt now, you will run away from me. Why run? They don't have sense of. So you can see sense of reasoning by looking at the person. What makes you run? You saw something and you ran. His behavior. His behavior would make you run. What else will make you run when you see a madman? Come again?
He might do something.
Because of the fear that he might do something. So what makes you run is what? Fear. And that is the essence of psychological abuse. From the word psycho, it is to make you afraid. Let us see another statement by our team. Let's put our hands together.
I actually don't understand what's happening. I don't know. I need to change school. This school is not defeating my heart again.
Boss, whatever you say, I'll just follow you.
Tell my class to give me. Hello. You don't have respect. You don't have respect for me again. Sorry, if I not you, if I not you, bring it.
Bring it for
So it's because me and
sit down.
come and give it to me, my friend.
Someone is testing now. Bring
Whenever you run away.
it. Carry go, boss. Carry go.
Nonsense. Look at how he is. He's even
Can I
smelling.
take it?
Starting
Can I
and
drink?
he's even smelling. That way nonsense. I'm going to change this school.
Put your hands together. What is that? Psychological abuse. Intimidation. You are trying to intimidate somebody to make them afraid of you. What is that? What is that? Psychological abuse. That is when somebody comes. Check. Are you? What is that? To make you afraid of? I will break your. It is called what? What is the objective? To make you afraid. So when you see that new, or when you see that guy coming, this guy is always jumping. Let's cross. You cross to the other side of the road. The first is what? Financial abuse. It's called financial or economic abuse. Financial or economic abuse. And what is the essence of this? It is an attempt to make Are we here?
Yes.
Say yes, are we here?
Yes, sir.
Economic or financial abuse is when someone wants to take over your finances. That is when somebody tells somebody, stop working. You have some men that will grow up to tell their wives to stop work. They want to sit at home with the children. There are some people that cannot take it when their partner has more money than they do. There are some brothers that if one person, one of the children is richer than the other, what they start getting envious and jealous. Anything that you say, is it because you have more money? Is it because your father is rich? Is it because
Mama, your food sweet today. Hey, see, play. I don't chop like 500 naira food like this. Don't worry. Maybe in the afternoon before we close again, I'll come back. If I slap you. So it's because me and you were in the same school. That is why you just come, you see me, you want to be talking to me. If I slap you, which money are you asking me of? See, Monday money has gone. Tuesday money has gone. Wednesday money is on his way going. Understand? So don't worry yourself. I will slap you. What nonsense is this? Come. Let me tell you something. If you get so much daddy and mommy about this, I don't give you money. This could not be like you. Go and tell daddy. Come and tell them nonsense.
financial abuse? When even between brother and sister, they give you money, you don't give your brother. They give you food, you make sure you take the biggest share. Do you understand? You don't even share with your. Do you know that there are some people in the same family, you can't give them money for, oh, give your younger brother. They will not give the younger brother. Do you know? Even some younger brothers, you cannot give them something that, let me keep this for your brother. They will not give. If it is food, they will eat it. If it is money, if it is 5 naira, they will say, they said to give you 2 naira. You're taking 3 naira. Financial or economic abuse. It is a very wrong mindset for you to always want to take what does not belong to you. Do you understand? You cannot be trusted to share equally with others. It is called what? Financial abuse. And when you now grow up and become a wife and become a husband to somebody, you will not keep your own money, you cannot help. You will just want to be taking, my money is my money, your money is our money. Yes. Have you heard that before?
Yes.
My money is my money, but your money is our money. It's called economic or financial abuse. Then physical abuse. That is what? Number 4. Physical abuse is what you see. It is the slapping, the kicking, the biting, the scratching, the pushing. That is being physical with somebody. The physical abuse. Do you understand? Have you seen people fighting brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, father, it is called physical abuse. It is a part of domestic violence and abuse when it is within a family or within a compound. Let us see this. Put your hands together.
My dear friend, sit down. How now? You look tired. What is the problem?
You know how it was. I beg, I'm hungry.
Wow.
I am hungry.
Wow. I went to the salon. I didn't even do this herself. I didn't even do it.
You went for it.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm not the body of my family.
And this is the hair. I wanted to.
Going to tell teacher that I'm the one that so you are hiding from me.
Senior is not me now. Senior is not me.
Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Motivational school. First, you saw physical abuse between a husband and wife. Then you saw physical abuse amongst school students. The moment you decide to use your fist, to use your hands, to use your head on another person, it's called assault and physical abuse. The next one is called sexual abuse. It's called sexual abuse. And the victims of sexual abuse is usually always someone said physical abuse. The victims of sexual abuse is usually women. How many of you have been to Tejo Show Market? It's an echo women. Please let me steal somebody. Could you come out, please? A round of applause.
Why not for now?
Sexual abuse starts from little things. This is a Tejo Show Market, or let me say it's an echo. And you are passing. Oh yeah. Madam, cutting here material, passing. I want you to come and buy for me. Look at my shop. Auntie, you want to come and buy something from my shop? And see how now? This auntie is not angry. But you see how they grab girls walking on the street. Hello, how are you? They just grab you and come and buy for her. And it happens a lot in our market. Where you cannot even pass as a woman. They are pulling you and come and buy from my store. Someone will grab you here, another one will hold your hand. Please do that.
At times, even in the buses, you want to enter. I want no, don't show me here. Exactly. Sexual abuse is unwanted touch, unwanted pull, especially on women. But do you know that men also suffer sexual abuse? Men also suffer sexual abuse. This year we have arrested 63 people who sexually abused men and children, that is boys, that were kept in their care. 7 of them were pastors. Have you heard of the word rape before?
Yes.
Have you heard of the word molestation before?
Yes.
That is sexual abuse. When you are forced into a sexual act, especially by people that you know. It could be an uncle, it could be an aunt, it could be a house boy, it could be a house help. It could be someone that you know from church, it could be a school member, it could be your neighbor. Sexual abuse is when you force someone into a sexual act. At times, a woman is passing, someone just grabs her by the breast. At times, a man is passing, someone taps him on the bum bum. Let us watch this case. Put your hands together.
Okay, what's your problem? Why are you talking to me? You don't. You don't have. Are you all right? Really wrong.
It is a crime to touch someone in a sexual way without their consent. Then the final form of abuse is called cultural or identity abuse. Do you know why it is called cultural or identity abuse? Because it means that the two people are from different cultures. For example, a Yoruba man marries an Igbo woman, or an Igbo woman marries a Hausa woman. They are from different tribes and different cultures. Or a Yoruba boy is friends with an Igbo boy. Or Yorubas live there, Hausas live there in the same compound. It simply means the people are of different tribes. And then you now start abusing the person because of the tribe that he comes from. Let me give you an example. In the olden days, it was known that people from Calabar, Akwa Ibom, dogs were a delicacy there called 404. Because you are now from Anambra and Calabar now. And now abuse it, don't mind them. Those ones when they chop dog all the time. Do you understand what I'm saying? You say, don't mind it from Ekiti. All those people in Ekiti, they are very proud people. And that girl is from Imo State. All of them are money they know. Bride price will be like it will be like a textbook. You know, you start abusing people because of the tribe that they come from. You say, don't mind that one. All those people from that, they are south side, and they do prostitution. You know, you just start abusing people based on their culture. It is called cultural abuse. Let us look at this case.
Person died. I'm not fine. You see? You can't joke with this. Stop what? Isn't that 2 weeks from away?
I will not be writing it now.
What happened? What happened?
There's no money. My office is sick.
Oh.
For the money on it.
I feel like crying for you. Sorry. See, my brother, see, I was even telling you, you don't even try. If you even look at this,
How do you?
good question. See, you know, as Igbo man where you be, when I need to go to school, you know, like, you don't even try of your family member reach this level, baby. No, question. Number one, you are my friend. Number two, to help you see, no even know this matter. That thing for digits. Me say, allow digits. Who find person go open shop for you? Now. Wait to come my people. I said, China party are talking. I was the only trying to advise her. But the normal they Igbo people, not the business they like. I think I want to open business, open shop. I bet I do bad. God bless you, Daddy.
Thank you very much. So now, Igbo people don't go to school because of what? Is it that Igbo should not go to school? That they should go and open a shop. Using your culture to abuse you is called cultural abuse. Now, the more important thing here is that now you have heard the 6 types of abuse. But do you know that there are laws in Nigeria that protect you from all this abuse? If you look at the back of the pamphlet, for example, Section 360 of the Nigerian Criminal Code Act states that any person who unlawfully or indecently assaults a woman or girl is guilty of a misdemeanor and liable to imprisonment for 2 years. Do you know that if you assault a girl or a woman, you are liable to imprisonment for 2 years? You did not know. Please come, let me. Don't be shy. Please, a hand on the floor. Please don't be angry. I'm about to push you a little. Do you know that I can go to prison for 2 years because of that? Ladies and gentlemen, if you lay your hands on any girl or woman according to Section 300, she's reading it like, is it true? It is a crime to assault a woman. That is assault. If you are not beating her, this is assault. That unwanted, unsolicited push on any girl or woman. Once she proves it, or there is a video evidence to it that she can prove it, he will send you to prison for 2 years. You can sit down. But don't worry, your questions are coming. Your questions are coming. It is a crime for anybody to push a girl. It earns you 2 years in prison. Now, for men, Section 353 of the Nigerian Criminal Code Act puts that any person who unlawfully or indecently assaults a male person is guilty of a felony and liable to 3 years in prison. You will ask me after. Don't worry, I'm coming. So can I have you, sir? Do you know? I'm going to push you a little bit. That this, once he can prove it, can send me, even though I am another man. It doesn't mean that a woman must push anybody, whether man or woman, pushing another man or woman, or if you are different sexes. This is what? Once he can prove it and he charges me to court, I am joking with 3 years imprisonment. A round of applause, please. Section 355 of the Nigerian Criminal Code Act says any person who unlawfully assaults another, thereby causing them harm, is guilty of a felony and liable to imprisonment for 3 years. Section 355. That is assault causing harm. That is assault. That is pushing, not causing injury. The person gets injured. You push me, I now hit my face on the wall, and I have a cut. That cut is 3 years imprisonment for anyone that does that. You did not know that. Section 358 of the Nigerian Criminal Code Act says any person who commits the offense of rape is liable to imprisonment for life without or with caning. So anyone who rapes a girl or a woman is liable to imprisonment upon conviction for life. That is, you are not coming out of prison. So, gentlemen and ladies, all these things that we take for granted are actually crimes in the Nigerian legal system. You push, you slap, you cause an injury. It's a crime. Now, there is a law called Violence Against Persons Prohibitions Act. That tells you, Section 19, subsection 1, a person who batters his or her spouse commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 3 years or a fine not exceeding 200,000. That means for every woman that beats her husband or every husband that beats his wife is liable upon conviction to a term of imprisonment for 3 years. So if you know anybody, whether an uncle or aunt or a daddy or mommy, you need to tell them that Section 19, subsection 1 of the Violence Against Persons Prohibitions Act will sentence you to 3 years once you can prove it, either by a picture or a video or their witnesses. It is a crime. A lot of us don't know that the law protects us from all forms of physical violence, sexual assault, and battery. You don't even know that to stop someone from working, those daddies that tell their wives to stop working, it is a crime. Section 12, subsection 1 of the Violence Against Persons Prohibitions Act says a person who causes forced financial dependence, that is, forces someone to become dependent on them for finances by stopping them from work, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 2 years. Those of you that take money that does not belong to you, they cannot trust you to keep money for somebody. And those that don't want others to do well, you tell them no, they cannot work, they shouldn't work, go back home. Why? Because you don't want them to, especially husbands and wives that deprive themselves financially. It is a crime in Nigeria. Why? Because by telling them not to work, you are depriving the government from any tax on them. Everyone is quiet a little today. Section 14, subsection 1 says, a person emotional, verbal, or psychological abuse that commits an offense and is liable on conviction to imprisonment not exceeding 1 year. Emotional abuse, those words that you tell someone you are ugly, you don't know how to do it, especially between husband, wife, students. Always abusing someone, it's a crime. Emotional abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, 1 year in prison. Do you know one thing that women complain about? He's always following me. I don't want to bring me, or he will not leave me alone. She will not leave me alone. Do you know it is an offense to stalk someone? It is called stalking. Do you know it is an offense? Section 17, subsection 1. A person who stalks another commits an offense and is liable of conviction to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 2 years, or a fine not exceeding 500,000. That is a woman who is saying, leave me alone, she's gonna, you're following her. Come here now, you're following her. It's called what? Stalking. Stalking. Following people without their consent, without their permission. Following the guy, they look around, they see you following her, following him. It is an offense. All you have to do is prove it. Catch the person on camera, catch the person on video, or you have a witness. You can send the person, if you charge them, to 2 years in prison. It is an offense. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to take too much of your time, but I want you to understand that domestic violence and abuse is wrong. Number one. Number two, it is a crime. As children, we need to tell you so that you do not grow up to become abusive men or abusive women, or domestically violent men or domestically violent women. And also for you to know your rights as a citizen of this country, that you are protected by law from all forms of abuse. Are we not lucky? Can you imagine if there was no penalty for abuse? If someone can just do it and they will go scot-free. One thing you have to do is speak out. Don't keep quiet in abuse. That is why abuse thrives. This year, between January and March, we buried 64 women lost to domestic violence and abuse. In 2 months, they're just 30 days or 31 days in a month. And within 2 months, we have 64, meaning +2. Every single day you are burying one woman because of domestic violence and abuse. How many of you have heard about Sinachi's case here? How many heard about Sinachi? Do you know who Sinachi is? Yes. But only few people are raising their hands. If you know about Sinachi, just wave your hand. What happened to her? I was the lawyer in that matter. I was also, in fact, have you heard of Baba Idesha?
Yes.
What happened to him?
Yes.
Has anyone seen me in any of the videos of Baba Idesha? Have you seen me in any of the videos of Baba Idesha? I was with Princess. It happened, that thing happened on my street. I'm the chairman of the CDA. It happened 4 houses away from my house. So I took up the matter. Ladies and gentlemen, don't keep quiet when you are abused in any way. Report. Either you have a fantastic school. If it is something you can report to your teacher. If it is at home, if it is someone sexually, physically, or emotionally abusing you, don't keep quiet. On your pamphlet, I have given where you can go to. If it is sexual abuse, there's the gender unit in Ikeja, there's the gender unit in the state CID Fancy. Those are trained to handle cases of domestic violence and abuse. Do you understand? You first of all go to the police and make a report. Don't keep quiet in abuse. Repeat after me. Don't keep quiet in abuse.
Don't keep quiet in abuse.
Report your abuse.
Report your
And report your abuser.
and report your abuser.
Please put your hands together for yourself. So I want to quickly open up for questions. There are some of us that may not want to ask the questions because it is of a private nature. You can also write down your questions. If it is too private, you can write it down and give to someone to give to me. And also, we'll be sharing some pamphlets for you to fill in 1 minute. It's just for you to take. It's about 12 questions. So please, anybody with questions, somebody, you raised your hand. You raised your hand. You had a question. Yes. Please, can we have the second microphone? Please let us be fast, let us be quick. Please raise up your hand if you have any questions. Somebody will give you. Don't write your names, no names, no numbers, no names, no names, no names, no phone numbers, nothing. Just empty. Just feel within a minute.
S-T-O-P. Keep quiet. Thank
My name is Mira Bell and I'm in the school. My people will, why,
Hello. You guys should keep quiet.
Why
president for the week.
is 2 years and for the men is 3 years? Well, that is how when they were sitting in the House of Assembly, that is how you asked me the question, are you listening for the answer? It was how it was drafted.
Hello.
But I guess that they say the strength of a nation is in the men. Maybe it is to discourage abuse against men, but I also think it should be equal 3 years or 2 years, 2 years. But that is how the law is. Until somebody asks. Yes. So let me give you about 2 minutes to fill and ask a question. Please just tick. No giraffing. You can't be giraffing in this one. Some people's necks are very long.
Just 2 minutes.
Just tick. 2 minutes is.
Make sure you are with your pen.
No, not for the teachers though. Not for our teachers though.
I find you not right.
Oh, okay. Please.
I'm waiting.
Look, I saw the teacher
Right.
sitting. No.
Like that. No noise.
2 minutes more.
2 minutes more.
You can pick, just be honest. There are no names, so nobody knows who you are, or there are no phone numbers, nobody. Two more minutes. One more minute. 1 more minute.
1 more minute.
45 seconds. Please just wait it up. Someone will come and collect. Just wait it up. Someone will come and collect.
Simple instructions. Motivation comprehensive high school.
20 seconds more.
2.
Just raise it up. There's no need to discuss your answer, madam. There's no need to discuss your answer. Just take what are you looking at? Eh?
3.
It's called looking at you.
Okay, well done.
Please just raise it up when you're done.
Iyanu, well done.
Ten seconds more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please raise up your papers and just submit. We have to be out of here.
STOP. We are counting 1. SS3 students. I'm waiting. Apostle and Co. I'm waiting. Baraka. Tọ́pẹ́mi pọ̀. Ọlọ́pàá. Chibike.
I think we are done. I think we should be done. All right, I think we can move ahead. We have just a few minutes left. I think this is too small to come for us. Okay, before we continue, can somebody tell me what program? For their dedication, for their patience. Let us put our hands together and tell our patients, our teachers, that we appreciate them and that they mean the world to us. Without teachers, there will be no school. Without teachers, there will be no leaders of tomorrow. On behalf of all lawyers all throughout Nigeria and the students, I'm also a parent, and on behalf of all parents, I want to appreciate you. Without you, there will know for your patience, for your dedication, for your tolerance, Father's help. They will celebrate you when we become president and senator. Will they come and see my teacher? God bless you. Another round of applause as we sit down. All right. Let us move into the questions. Let us move into the questions. I have some questions here. One house. Please.
Motivation Comprehensive High School. I'm waiting. Thank you.
The question here is, what if one of your family members is being abused? I would have loved to know whether it's the mother, father, or the children. If it is the children, you can report to your parents. If you cannot report to your parents, you can report to someone who is in authority, like you can tell your teacher in school. I've also put a list on the pamphlet of places you can report to, and then you have my phone number. My direct phone number under here. You can also reach out to me. But if it is father and mother abuse in the house, you can ask. To your parents, then you report to an uncle. If there's nobody, then you report to the human rights desk of the Nigerian police station nearest to you. Second question, if you have been abused and you have no one to talk to, what will you do? There's always someone to talk to, but you are ashamed or afraid, especially if it is sexual abuse, to tell anybody. Have your teachers in school. Then you need to go to the police. It is written here. I have written all the information you can report to. Or directly on my number at the back of the pamphlet. There's always someone you can tell. Listen, what you need to understand is that there is nothing new. It has been happening. Your own is not the first. Neither would it be the last. So don't think that the only one, and it is so shameful that you cannot say anything. No, there is nothing like that. You can always talk to people. Thank God for Motivation School. You can approach a teacher, you can approach the principal, or you can approach the police, or you can call me up on the number. What if you report to an adult and he doesn't believe you? What would you do? In fact, we've seen places where someone will report, and the person you report to will pick you for reporting. Why are you reporting? You are lying. You are lying. Now, no. Especially sexual abuse. Please, if you are not to the police station, you are too afraid of coming to school. Look for that teacher. There, look at them behind you. They care for you like their own daughters and sons. Go to meet one of them and tell them this is what is happening to me at home. Do you understand? What if a lawyer abuses a woman? A lawyer. Or is this father? Is lawyer or father? A lawyer. What if a lawyer abuse a woman? How many years will he use in prison? The lawyer is either a man or a woman. So if it is abuse against a woman, 2 years. Abuse against a man, 3 years. If it is rape, life in prison. If it is it causes harm, injures the person, that is how many years? 3 years. So it's only a lawyer, an engineer, what so you have year old with her boyfriend, that is equal the name. Then that is called, what's that? Below the age of 17. You are adult, only you see as you are an adult. Someone below 18 and sexual, it is called defilement. Defilement. Where it is below 18, it is to so anyone is 20 so whether report to the police. Please tell somebody, you can tell your own parents who will go to the police. If you record them, maybe on the phone when it is happening, once there is because what happens is the person will deny, the person will say it is a lie. So try to get evidence that you can show that I have proof. Just what you have a presentation regarding domestic. What if you have a presentation? Tell your parents that this is what if a teacher abuse someone. The woman is giving birth, is giving birth, and the doctor is the man, and they try to abuse the woman. One, tell them to report. I've exhausted before. Okay. If you can say something, you can. Question, sir, please. What should I do if the landlord abused me? He's going to make quick notice for an apartment that we used to live and pay yearly. He's going to give you quick notice. Why? Sir, please, we need your phone. Okay, the phone line is on the back of your pamphlet. You see it there. So you can always call it. I will give quick notice. Please send me a quick. Number one, when you go out of the house, so what you can say, do you understand? Because when you just go out, you will say it behind. But tell your parents that this is what you're trying to do. So that you understand. So now be on. Do you understand? Even report God, you can report the right here. But your parents sexually abuse. University motivational happens in the university. You need to reach out to your principal. You need to your parents. Your parents will not come with you in history. It will not happen again. What it happens. The moment you meet your parents, you report. And your age that go either to your teacher or report to the police or call my number at the end of your pamphlet. Do you understand? If a male police molest a female,
Let me put you on.
is it female criminal in order to get out of prison? I don't get. If a male police molest a female criminal, okay, you have already called it now. It's called molestation. If a person can report, the police officer will be dismissed. If your mother asks you to, okay. If a teacher flogs a student without doing anything wrong, is it an abuse? Without doing anything wrong. Now, okay, when you finish, I will talk. Are you done? Okay. There is punishment for an action you have committed. If you do something wrong, yes, they are authorized to punish you. But if you have done nothing wrong and the teacher is just beating you for no reason at all, what is yes? There is all of you that nothing, or you just didn't do anything, you just came, you just sat down, and the teacher just I just saw you, I just got out came, I just ran after you. That is an anime. You watch cartoons, I think. So please, if you feel this way, you have the head of the teacher, you have the counseling unit, you have the principal of the council report the teacher to your principal. Do you understand? You report that I didn't do anything wrong. This teacher is always, my son reported, said that he doesn't want to, anytime there's Yoruba in my, he believes that the Yoruba teachers are false. That they don't want to go to school today. I say, why? He said, because of the Yoruba, we have Yoruba today. I just say, oh, that teacher. So one day I had to go to the school to see this Yoruba teacher. He was a deeper life pastor. So I looked at him and I said, this man can't flog. And the man answered, that if my son talks to somebody in class, that they will just start crying. And that he has this mouth that he can abuse. I said, eh? And he said, no. It became an argument. I just told the teacher, please stop flogging him. This man is running away. Today, both of them are very good friends. The man will call me, I'm about to give him 2 strokes of cane. I say, go ahead, sir. But if without doing anything wrong, you have a principal, go ahead to the principal. What if a guy asks you out on a date? He's threatening to do something harmful to you, what will you do? You don't have, report him to your parents. Report it is a crime. You know the law now, right? If it's slaps of it, hey, if a teacher slaps of it, it's how many years of imprisonment? You want to send some of your teachers to prison. If a man touches women's bottom, yes, it's sexual, physical abuse. What if a brother tries to
What if the brother tries to discipline his sister? Is that also an abuse?
It depends on the discipline. If the discipline is becoming, too much, the beating is getting too much, it will become abusive. Okay, I think we are done with all that. Remaining 2 questions. We are taking our teacher's time to, if you have friends in school that are always abusing you, what should you do? The first thing is to change your friends. If you have friends that are abusing you, change your friends. It's simple. It's not compulsory to be friends. If a teacher beats students and gets arrested by the parents, what kind of abuse is that? The teacher has already been arrested. What if a father is partial in the judgment? The teacher is partial and and their judgments against students, and always support one person because the person is rich. If you feel that you are being cheated, please tell, you have a principal, tell them, or you can also tell if nothing is done, if you report and nothing is done and you feel really bad about it, you can discuss with your parents. What is it that some teachers, but how, you say they support the person because the person is rich. Why is it that some teachers in schools will not ask questions before they float? Before they float the students and also picking them. If a girl who is crushing on a boy that does not like her, if a man has family and is cheating on his wife, sleeping with another woman, that is called adultery. That is called adultery. You want to report him to who? To your mother? It's called adultery. It's actually wrong. And now to know it's actually wrong. It's called adultery. But it could also be emotionally abusive for the woman who is being cheated on. I'm free. Okay.
Is considered as a child.
Yeah.
So, sir, all these abuses you mentioned, what if someone below 18 is performing them? Is it the same punishment are going to give?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's a minor. You are considered a minor. But if a minor is the person committing the act, they are taken to a remand home. A remand home is like a prison for young people. A prison is for adults. A remand home is for minors, for people, juvenile detention centers. Any other? Am I free? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you.
You have been blessed by those I think you can do that. The starting of the nation. Are you clapping? You want to walk up with them. Why are you not clapping? You are not doing what I want. So what are you going to say to my family today? Those of you here, what are you to say to him? Now let's have our seat. At this juncture, I'll call on the principal of the school, in no other person than Mr. Please, a round of applause as he comes. Mr. Paul, where are you? You're not clapping on the stage. Continue.
All right. Okay. We are so wonderful, no doubt about that. I least expected that we are going to compose ourselves in this manner, but like I said, we have been so wonderful. At this point, I would want to thank Barrister Olumide for finding out time to be with us this morning on this day of when we are celebrating the World Teachers Day. Thank you so much, sir. I also want to thank the member of your organization and also everyone that have made it to today's occasion. Our parents, our friends, and also all the teachers. I want to thank particularly the students also in the way and manner they have actually, made this occasion a livelier, let me put it that way, livelier one. Um, I have no word that is strong enough to tell you how happy I am. But all the same, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Bob. Thank you, Barrister Olumide. Thank you. Thank you all for making this occasion a favorable one. At this junction, I think we need to pray. And we'll call on the group head of motivation group of schools. Please, no other person that makes this open to you. Please, round of applause for them. Group head, we are waiting. Are we happy? If you want to be celebrated, you do that for some people.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Barrister Olumide and the honor as well. Then the good afternoon, the students, the motivation teacher, good afternoon as well. We really appreciate you, sir, because when I've not been listening to the program on the radio, so fortunate. But when one of our staff came to me and said, she heard you on the radio, and she came to me that, can we allow you to come over to our school? I went to our boss, Mr. Phillips. I told him, he said, he has been hearing, he has been listening to your program. I don't even know that it was even your program he was telling me. Anytime we are together, I say, you don't know what happened today. A woman was the husband, 200,000 every month. I did not know. He through your program. He was beating me in that period. I said, you come, one man, he was not beating the wife. I did not know. It's good to listen to your program. But when they came over, I went to Mr. Phillips. I told him, we welcome your program. At least we should come today. At least with this one we had. I hope our students, they learn something from what you said today. Did you learn something from what they presented today? Even from the drama. The drama group, we thank you. We really appreciate you as well. I quickly cover the program. Maybe I can give them in my talk. But give them to in my own church as well. We really appreciate everybody. So we thank you, sir. We will be looking forward for this program another day. We didn't know we are going to put at our junior secondary school as well. This is just only SS1, 2, and 3. If we were to put them together, this place will not be able to occupy everybody. So we are sorry about that. Maybe next time we'll still invite you, sir. Thank you very much. But we have a work which we are going to present to you, sir. Please, Mr. Principal, can we come over with our work? Thank you very much. Somebody is here. Very good guy. Let me appreciate our parents as well. Mr. Akoye, I'm so surprised. Mr. Akoye, you are welcome, sir. So Mr. Koye happens to be a friend to Pastor Olumide. Thank you. You did not say it, please. Can you calculate it? It's a video. Oh, sorry, sir. Please, want to put on our platform. Mr. Polino, please come over. Mr. Polino. Yeah, I want to put on the platform for friends. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. I think when we started with God. And we are about coming up with program. Maybe they should prefer it. Isn't it? Okay, so who should I call? A male or a female? Male. Male.
Very right.
Hello. God is not a respecter of anyone. Let's observe. Thank you.
Praise the Lord. We bow our heads for prayer. Father, I want to say thank you. Our Heavenly Father, I want to say thank you for giving us the grace to see this day. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to learn new things today. And Father, as we go back to our respective homes, we pray you grant us journey mercies. For what we've learned today, we pray it will bear more fruits. That the children will learn more and become better husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, citizens of this great country. And in the end, your name will be glorified in our lives. And if there's anyone here experiencing any form of abuse, we pray, Lord, you give them the courage and the heart to speak out. So that they can be delivered. In Jesus' name we pray.
The grace and fellowship, the grace of our Lord Jesus
I just speak for the truth of the Holy Spirit. Be with us now forevermore. Amen.
surely,
Goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever.